Howdy ho, my name is KingFishOcean and here is my wonderful girlfriend Jessica, and what are we doing today, Jess?
We are watching E3.
Yes, we are. Now, watching this a little bit behind because of the fact that we've had no internet for the past couple of weeks. I'll do that in a different video and just get the fuck on with this. This is the EA press conference. I'm here to laugh at people. So let's see what kind of bullshit they can come up with this time, and hopefully we'll get a fucking Skate 4! It's been so long! So fucking long! Oh my god, it's only 2 seconds in and they're already showing sports. Kill me now! Was that the Sims?
I think it was.
I just want Anthem to be good, that's all I want at this point. Don't you even show Battlefront, okay? You have no right to fucking show Battlefront after the bullshit you pulled this fucking game.
I mean, technically it's their game, so they have the most right to show Battlefront.
I will point out my girlfriend's not savvy on gaming stuff, so she's kind of new to this. I will point that out, so please no rage in the comments. But there's a lot of... Whoa. Okay, that's pretty cool. They probably set that up with all the money that they fucking got from Battlefront. They got fucking holograms? What the fuck is happening?
I don't know, but it looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
I'm so sorry for you, lady. You have to represent EA.
We're going to talk about that a little bit
I'm
later
so
in
sorry.
the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show, and I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready. So we're about to kick the press
It's
conference
EA, what
off.
the fuck are you talking
But
about?
before we do that,
It's like 90%
EA Play
sports.
is more
No
than just
idea.
the show you're about to watch. Right behind
Maybe
these
she
doors,
likes
there is a fan
Maybe.
fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community
Where can I get my
members from
ticket?
all over the world who are going to be
Unless it's
capturing,
EA online.
streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today.
Of course,
Before we
YouTube is
get to
getting
that,
mentioned.
we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Miller gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up.
I'm not a Battlefield
Last
guy.
month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy,
FIFA?
big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans? You guys excited?
No, I don't like sports. Stop showing sports all the
Then
fucking
we've got
time.
two new
It's like a
indie games to share,
plague.
and then I'm
Stop,
gonna come back
please.
towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of
At least
course,
that's something.
yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once,
Poor
right?
guy.
Give him a break. He needs to just enjoy
I really
the show.
hope that's his girlfriend next to him.
So without further
And she's
ado,
like, I'm gonna kill this
let's
bitch.
get started.
They've got lightsabers now. I wonder what kind of controversies this is going to stir up.
All of them. All of the controversies.
I fucking hate EA conferences, I really do. I'm fine when we get into Battlefield first, it's like a big game and stuff, sure. I'm not a fan though.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting, it's been a lot of speculation, and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But
Okay.
there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works, and we want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive Battlefield yet.
You said that
So
every
it
year.
is. You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies.
What the fuck?
Where previously defenses were stationary, you will
Why
now
is this
be able
Resident
to
Evil
move
now?
these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages.
Oh, kind of like that
And our
though. That's kind
renowned
of cool.
destruction system is back and
MP14.
more impactful than ever.
Fuck that house in
So,
particular.
well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through
What do
those
they have
doors.
against houses in this game?
You will now be
I
able
really
to
don't know.
customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA
England!
Community. So let's talk about our single player and more stories.
Yes, let's do that. So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with in this game. It's about, what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women.
It's about showing
who
off
shaped
our
the world
freckle
through
graphic technology.
real
Freckles in real time. 60 frames a second. No, 60 frames a freckle. 60 freckles a second, in fact.
Exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Freckle.
Thanks, that's something not to miss tomorrow. So, on launching October...
I'm not going to be missing it anyway. I want to see what kind of shit show Microsoft can try and put on this year.
To the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass.
Microtransactions.
Every day will bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
Skate 4? You're going to renounce Skate 4 in Battlefield?
Royale. It's
Enough with Battle Royale. It's fucking shit.
Or Battlefield. So we bring those
There was like
killers
2
of
claps and a lot
Battlefield
of
with destruction, team play.
I know, because nobody wants Battle Royale, apart from Fortnite players.
So we will bring you experience.
Leave it in
that you
Fortnite
haven't
and
played
PUBG and
before.
fucking
In Battlefield or
Summit Z,
anywhere.
whatever it was called. Forgot
But
names again.
more about that later this year.
So with that, it's time to show you what makes Battlefield so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox. And this
Is
time,
Snoop Dogg the
it's even
smoking a
more
blunt
epic.
again this year?
Fighting across
I'm down for
multiple
that.
maps.
That'll make it fun.
Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
Ooh, music. Wow. Is it a rap song again?
I feel like that was a joke I'm not in.
I'm not entirely sure either, to be quite honest.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not alone then, that's good.
I think it's because the trailer they released was just like a theatrical kind of trailer and it had no music in it.
Oh, okay, that might be why. There must have been some complaints about it then.
Battlefield's going to Skyrim! Oh, they'll put music in, but no actual sound.
It's one or the other, Ocean, okay? We can't have it both ways.
It would cost EA too much money to put both in. I do like that cannon system though. I've always kind of hated that fucking in those games the cannons are always set in place. I'm like, I'm gonna jump this cannon to help defend this position, and then the fucking enemies come from behind you. I'm like, fuck's sake, get out the cannon.
There are some sound
Spitfires.
effects, like very quiet sound effects. Oh, he's fucked.
Got fucked up.
He very much died.
I got chopped it up.
Good gloves. Love the glove animation. The detail.
Just the one part of the story. Story.
I love you, now fuck off!
Oh. I'm down for that. The last stories are actually alright in Battlefield 1. Wake me up when it's over. Oh, I heard a different language and I thought we were still on Battlefield for a second and I was kind of confused. I would just skip this, but instead I'm going to leave you with a couple of minutes of a tortured me wanting fucking sports to not be at E3 anymore. I don't care about FIFA, I don't care about Madden. I'm not a sports guy. Do I look like a sports guy? I'm a gamer, for fuck's sake. I sit indoors all day playing games and doing YouTube shit. I don't do no sports. I ain't fit for that shit. If I tried to kick a ball, I'd probably miss and fall over.
Okay, I'm not sporty, but at least I can kick a ball.
Yeah, but I'd still kick it wrong. Well, I could kick it, but I'd kick it wrong. I imagine you could kick a ball very far for some reason.
Yeah, I
You have
can.
strong legs.
generally in like the opposite direction of which I intend it to go, because for some reason with football you have to kick it a particular way, and I can never actually get it right.
Go away, FIFA. Get that shit out of here. What the fuck is this?
It's a song and some fancy white shirt. Well, fancy. It's a white shirt.
Are they gonna? Is David Beckham on stage or some shit? Oh wow, it's a silver cup. Someone knock it over, please. It'd be funny. That'd make for an awkward moment.
Mm-hmm.
Europeans.
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football. We're the world's best club.
Okay, that trophy's nearly the size of him. That's too big of a trophy.
That's not that big.
The world's biggest league.
It is.
joins the world's
Do you not remember the Greatest Royal Rumble trophy?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was like bigger than Braun.
Yeah. No,
It's actually
it
pretty
wasn't.
small in comparison.
Was it that big of a giant?
For how the Champions
Both
League
of them,
looks
they were
like
both
Yeah.
massive.
FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League
Yawn.
is an amazing addition for the game.
I like a
It's where
jacket.
football's
I like
biggest
that.
heroes like Ronaldo
Nothing else
and
is
See,
Neymar.
this is how much we don't care about sports games. We're commenting on fashion now.
Rise.
I would rather it be a fashion runway right now, because I could at least be like, yeah, shoes are pretty nice.
That it's here. And that's why
Oh my god, I love
bring
his
the
shirt.
Champions League across the game. It'll be
Uh.
an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy.
We're gonna
in
get
three
more
modes.
time talking about FIFA and fucking Madden and Battlefield and Anthem, aren't we? You know, the actual games.
And in FIFA Ultimate
Oh,
Team, the
every
right
fucking year.
authentic
Every
Champions
fucking
League
year.
content.
Why you gotta be like, why are you like this year?
All our other Ultimate Team
Because they hate
features later this summer.
They really do.
And all that's just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay. And this year we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical touch. And we know how passionate
Looks
you
like
are
they just
about
got a picture
gameplay,
from
so
someone in the
we're
crowd
working
that's
hard
just
to
got
shape and
a picture on
refine
the phone.
our
You just look
vision
someone
for
going,
2019 with input from our community. From
A lot
hands-on
of
tests
football
with
pictures
beginners
look like that, to be
to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros. And we're going to be
I feel
sharing
so
a lot
sorry
more
for
about
anyone in
gameplay
the UK
throughout
that
the
works
summer.
in
What I can tell
like
you right
game
now
stores.
is that the quality bar
The
in
day that
gameplay was
that
raised
that
yet
game
again
or
this
COD
summer.
comes out, because my god, that
So we
must be
look
the
forward
busiest
to
day of the year.
everybody experiencing
holy
the game
shit.
on the hands-on sessions this week. And also,
Good.
of course, we're
Fuck off.
extremely
Go away.
excited for everybody to
I'm sure
play
you, I'm sure you're a nice gentleman and a nice lady, but get off the stage, please.
And that's our FIFA 19 news, headlined by the UEFA Champions League. But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy is a little bit...
I'm gonna pause and reflect with PTSD about this
You know,
conference of this,
growing
right?
up, there's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning. And for your club, it's this one.
The participation award.
Pursuit of champions.
That's what I want.
A lot of good
But for your country,
participation trophies.
it's this trophy. The World Cup. And with the
not
tournament
even a
starting in
cup.
just 5 days, we're
Yeah,
excited
that
for the
doesn't
world
make
to
sense.
compete for it in FIFA 18.
I like to think it's just a little bit hollow in the
As
top
you
and you
can
can drink out of
imagine,
it.
all of us on the
I'm not gonna lie, if I
FIFA
won that thing or
team
whatever,
wait
I
for
would
the
fucking drink out of it.
And
I'm
we
like, I
want to
fucking earned
celebrate
this.
with FIFA
Shut
18
up.
players, which is why
That's what they do in like the actual World Cup, is they have it as a giant cup, but that's
on
the
PlayStation
ball
4,
one of
Xbox One,
thing.
PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch.
I've never heard anyone
But
refer
you
to
can
it
take
as a PS.
Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory.
Yeah, unless there's like a
Or
number
you can write your
after
own
it.
story
You can play in
of great
Photoshop?
nations that didn't qualify this year.
Oh my god.
Boom.
You can make a crazy
Skull.
dream a reality for your home country like mine, Iceland.
There comes the fun part where I try to pronounce people's names.
names.
Wildversen.
People
Swedish, I'm guessing? I'm not sure.
Iceland.
Sigurdsson.
Where I would put that one.
This is so hype, guys. So much hype fucking clapping. We will bore you.
That might still sting.
Boom.
And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the
certainly
World
not.
Cup experience so far. But we don't want to
I
stop
feel
there.
like
We
those
want to
two are
invite
getting too
everyone
excited right
to
now.
come enjoy the celebration.
This is gonna be the one
So
conference
please
I'm gonna
announce
fucking hate.
that for
I hate it every
18
year. Unless we get Just Dance for Ubisoft again. If we get Just Dance and there's another fucking Drake dancing on stage or something, I'm going to actually cry blood.
And on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free.
Is that the last one?
Yeah, it's FIFA 18.
Who cares? People, you just announced the new one. People are going to want to play the new one. If you said you can play some of that for free, people will be like, oh, cool. Fucking
in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer we bring so much more for FIFA
Lots of
fans.
rappers, I think.
Plenty of FIFA 18
don't know.
content centered around the
All I
world.
know is
I
what
recognize
can.
one of
Bring
them
you all the details
because he
of
does
FIFA
YouTube
19.
stuff, but I
Oh.
didn't know he does like this kind of
Let's all
YouTube.
enjoy the World Cup. Thank you and auf la vista!
Something in an angry language.
Grr.
I bet you can't sing it. It's like, holy shit. Take a minute, calm down.
It's quite simply just.
Good morning.
See? Perfect. Spot on.
EA Sports
Boo!
19. You know, the FIFA community never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other
Very
greatness
blue.
to FIFA this
Did
year.
he
We
did he wear
can't
that
wait
jumper
for
because
to
he knew it was going to be
experience
so blue? So he's like,
We've
I'm
got
going to be
so
blue
much to
too.
do here today.
I'm not sure.
But I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you.
I love when people say it
We've
could
got
be
lots
more
to do,
exciting in like a
but
really
before we-
monotone voice.
Before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of
We're
things.
so
Shit.
excited.
The greatest disruption in the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers,
Everyone's got
watching
me an Xbox
movies,
now.
watting TV, listening
enough.
to music,
I mean, if I can
reading
get God of War on
books, has never
PlayStation
been
for like
easier.
£8, I'm fucking
And we
happy.
believe that
I will sign that
disruption
shit up
is going to
immediately.
have a profound impact
Not for a year though, they
on
can
our
go fuck
industry
themselves.
in the next few years. And so
Unless they
our
literally say
launch will
pay
have
like
simply
£8 right
announced
now and you
a
can
new
play
team from
Anthem and
Israel
I'm doing
has
it.
joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking.
Why are you using
and
360
extend
controllers,
our
you weirdo?
pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's
Unless
going
it's
to
on
mean
PC.
extending the experiences they
Even
already
then.
play on our partner platforms. For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of
Still need to
platforms.
finish Catalyst.
But for
Again,
everyone,
though.
it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in
all of our
HD
games.
from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves.
So it's
Now,
basically
not
Netflix
ready
for
full
games.
market prime
Yeah.
time yet, but it is
I
a
wish they did
Games.
that for
of what we
Xbox
hope to
and
bring you in
PlayStation.
the
Actually, I don't
future.
know if PlayStation does it.
The second part of
Technically,
that,
we've got
of
the
course,
Vita, I
is
suppose,
subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalogue of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premiere. So 3 things you need to know about it.
Fuck's sake.
Origin Access Premiere will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL,
Does this mean I'll
back
be
on
able
the
to play
PC for the first
Sims
time in over a decade.
on the TV instead of on the laptop?
Not sure.
Then FIFA 19,
Go on, man.
Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to
Clever.
come.
I like that.
Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games.
You are not Bethesda, okay? Do not
and
speak
other
of Vault.
publishers. And third,
It's in Vault
it will
101.
launch later this summer.
That's
So that's a
what I
little
want to.
later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend.
No, thank you.
Thank you and have a great
I
show.
won't be there anyway. Clearly. Get our latest PC games. Play them first. Why PC? Fuck you. One membership. One map. One mission. 1 million microtransactions. I'm surprised they even showed Mass Effect Andromeda after the amount of people that seem to hate that game.
I think it's obvious. They don't give a fuck about what people think. Or what they want.
It was a perfect time as well then. Don't give a fuck what they think.
Hey,
Run for your life. Yeah, run the fuck away.
What's
It's a great
up?
way
So
to
I'm
end it.
here, sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Mr. Vince Sampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's
Okay.
going on, Vince? How you feeling
I'm not
today?
even aware of that,
I'm
to be
feeling
honest,
great.
but I'm not
I
familiar
love
with
this
Respawn
stuff.
Entertainment,
I'm
so...
seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that event on PC, right? Yeah! So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has
My
been
favorite thing
a
about
bunch
this
of
is the audience.
speculation.
Yeah,
So,
they just
you
don't
wanna
give a
just
shit.
get right
I think
to
they're
it?
probably reporters
Sure.
that are just there
I
doing
mean,
the jobs
we're
really.
not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to
Oh,
talk
Lucas.
about it
Ah,
right
I
now.
was thinking, who the fuck's Lucas?
Oh, you guys got
Some
any
random
guesses?
guy
I bet
named
you
Lucas.
the internet's
Jordan
going
Lucas,
wild
wasn't it?
right now.
I hope so. So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
So much
it kinda
hype, she
gives you
glitched
some
out.
idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
You dirty girl.
So Vince, you gotta.
What about that dude in the audience and he just wants to hold the
It takes place
lightsaber?
during
God.
the dark times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being hunted, so it's going to be spectacular.
So for all the like the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. You got any other tidbits?
Does she know
It's
any
not a
Star
nice-
Wars?
It's a dark,
It's a dark
Might be a joke.
bad time. Does that mean this could just be all dark and serious?
It's amazing.
Are you on
Alright,
drugs?
so I think
It looks
people are
like
now
it.
Dude,
just wanna
like
know,
Star
like,
Wars,
when
Jedi,
play the
and
game.
it's gonna be
It will
amazing.
be
Alright.
holiday of next year.
You got any
2019,
Cheetos?
Not this year.
Sorry to dash any hope.
Of course it's not gonna be this year. If it was this year, it'd be showing
now that we
up.
know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today. We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Are you abandoning Battlefront 2?
I'm here to say we have given
Hello
up.
there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2.
What's
I'm
going
really
on?
happy
Oh,
and
buddy.
excited to be here
No
today.
offense,
I'm
sure you're a
Thank you
lovely
so
guy,
much
but
for hanging out
like,
with me
what?
for a little bit.
He just rolled out of
So
bed.
we launched our game in November of
Yeah,
last
he's on it
year,
now.
and clearly we didn't get it quite right.
He's coming down off the drugs
so
that
instead
the
of
other
coming
dude's
out
just
of the
been on.
gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted.
Oh
So
god.
we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And thank you.
Guys, fight.
It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game,
Replay
and the
market.
team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know,
Very short
we're
trailer.
currently
Yeah.
in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the
What's that?
return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be
Hey, they got
introducing
cool,
a new squad system
Lando,
to the
that's kinda
game,
cool.
which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends. We're also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more,
Hero
we
ship.
will also be delivering a new
What did you say
large-scale
before?
Oh,
multiplayer
dogfighting.
sandbox experience
Dogfight.
focused around capturing command posts
That's what it's called when it's like a
and
one-on-one fight in
attacking
space.
Oh,
and
okay.
taking out
Oh,
capital
just
ships.
fighting in space or whatever.
But
Okay.
that's not all.
Sound a bit dodgy.
We know that you have been
Wasn't
asking for
entirely
new
sure what they
heroes,
were
villains,
promoting
and
here.
planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited
The
to
Geonosis?
confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars. It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple
So
levels,
leaks for true.
including the largest level we have ever ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes, you'll be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hello there.
Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. So, but we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
Which one are we getting? Episode 3 or I Hate Sam
I'm
Anakin?
Extremely excited to be building all of these cool things.
I'd rather have
I want it to be I Hate Sam.
Battlefront.
What's
It
that?
had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game.
You ran that future into the ground the day that you decided to fucking get greedy and just plummet tons of microtransactions into it.
There would be no Battlefront without
All the
you.
money he would have made off of this.
So
he
thank
could
you.
afford a
May the
razor
force
or
be
like a
with you.
haircut.
Well, no, he doesn't own the game.
I know, I'm just saying.
He's just one of the developers who's come out to do the talking.
Probably got money.
Well, yeah, but he's not like rolling in it.
I don't know.
Stop! Will you stop rumbling? Like, right.
Sam,
What the fuck is this? Unravel! There's an Unravel too! That game was so good! I'm not gonna lie.
I still need to play it.
Why does he look different? What's happened to Yanni? Why have you got a horn now? Did you evolve?
He's a big boy now.
Are you Yanni? Yannicle? Like Barnacle, but with Yarnel? Yeah. Don't know. Oh, this is the weirdest Bioshock mashup I've ever seen.
Hi.
Okay.
It's really good to see you.
Okay, thank you.
In Unravel,
Dinner a day
we
for us,
use
pal.
yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest,
Co-op, Yarnel!
you
Yeah,
find hope.
fucking Unravel!
And you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure. So welcome to Unravel 2.
They gave Yarnel a fucking girlfriend or boyfriend. That's so cute!
Maybe they're just friends.
I don't
It's
know.
a game
I'm shipping it,
about
okay? Fuck you.
fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism.
It's like he's
and
trying not to
togetherness.
cry talking. Like he knows
You see,
how beautiful it is,
it's
so he's
all
like,
made to be played.
gonna build something beautiful, man!
You
can
guys,
play it alone,
you just wait,
or you can
okay?
play it in co-op with a friend. But there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure. This game, it's quite different from the first.
What kind of
It's-
co-op
it's
is
both
it though? Is it
friendlier
couch co-op?
and
I
more
assume so.
challenging, but above
there's no
all,
split screen.
it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now, so I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage.
Woo!
So
Michael!
here's some Coldwood.
No idea who the fuck you are, but woo!
Go, Michael.
You got this, dude.
And we're going to try to show you
Team
a little
Blue.
bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
What are they having them on? Just staring at each other.
This was not prepared. There we are.
Yikes, that was awkward. Appearance!
So when you're playing
Oh.
by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more
See, I thought it would be like-
fast-paced
I thought it was a
sections of the
piggyback.
game.
Yeah,
I
that's what
thought
I
that would be way
wanted.
cuter.
That
It's
would
like,
have been way cute.
And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we want them
Get away
to
from the
have
chicken.
more like
thing.
thrill and danger and
Don't,
kind of wow.
whatever the fuck it is.
Turkey?
Yeah, that one.
places
Get away.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
Fun and exciting. And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters. Because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any
Yeah,
obstacle
we're gonna
that come
struggle
across.
through this if we get this.
It'd be great.
So I guess I'll jump in at this guy. Come join me. So I'm gonna be the red one. Okay. You be the blue one. I'll be blue.
That's a bit of a weirdly awkward transition, but okay.
Celebratory flip there. And the bird is back. Oops.
It's a turkey.
Playing it
Still a bird.
safe now.
Yeah. Doesn't fly though, does it?
It's still classified as a bird, though.
And I'll catch you. Here you go.
Science is a liar sometimes.
Can I swing now? Okay, you go ahead. Tomatoes. Oh.
Go on.
There you
Okay,
go.
this is the scary part. Let's see if we can.
Scary part.
The whole thing's adorable, it's not scary.
Got it?
It never is.
I'll go better than
It's not freaking Resident Evil 7.
Oh, buster.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Oh, sweet, well done.
I mean, at least now we know how to play
Okay,
this
I'll
one
go up and
particular
extract the
section.
grass, you can-
You never know, they could change it in the final products to do that occasionally. Where some of like some levels will be expanded, so there'll be more to it or something. Like these will be specific setups just for E3 kind of thing. To show off the game.
Now I'll go.
Probably will stay in it though.
Alright. I'll pull you up here. There you go.
You can help them quite. Oh, that's cute. I like
That
that.
is cute. This game looks adorable.
The first one really was.
Now we
I
can
still
bring
need
the
to play it. I was waiting for you to play it so I could play it.
So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2.
Oh, that's adorable box art.
Yeah, I really hope you like
box
it.
art. I've seen it.
And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort in so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
I love you too.
He's
Woo!
brilliant. I like him.
One friend meets another in a tale spanning across an entire galaxy. I keep hearing adverts on YouTube for this song. And I do not understand the words, I'm not gonna lie. I want them to make Yarny again. I want a Yarny. I could have the red one, you could have the blue one, that would be so cute. Fly, Mother Goose!
This game looks so cute.
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at Coldwood. The game is really strong.
Yeah,
These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2
How are you going to play it with your kids? There's only one other plane.
Yep.
You're going to take turns?
One of them's going to have a
We'll be able
controller
to
plugged
take
in, the other's
these
going to have a
three
controller
armies
that
on their
isn't
next
plugged
big
in.
adventure starting today. The game
That's
is
how you
finished,
do it.
it's out.
What? Fucking shadow drop?
So thank you, Martin.
Apparently it's already out. That's what I was trying to listen to, but yeah. Apparently it's already out.
2015, we started on this journey with the original
Hot damn.
Unravel. to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way
on Joseph
of
Fares.
bring
Bring that man on. I love that guy.
And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up
Hey!
with his team at Hazelight. And
He's not coming on, but I still love the
and I
mention.
think we all kind of remember that.
I love this game.
And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did. Anyhow, in March that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new. And you all loved it. We saw over 2
For
million
once,
players
there's a
in the
statement
first
from
2
EA that's actually
And
true.
A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio.
Yeah.
So stories like this drive our industry, and it's
We're gonna say
we'll
they're making A Way
continue
Out 2
to
or
work
something,
with
but-
independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we've ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
I can dig the artwork.
Thank you, Patrick. I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, like our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited.
You've not managed to say fuck the Oscars yet, so you're still doing a better job than Joseph Fares.
We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game.
On the stream.
When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how
I'm really hungry right now.
like the concept
I
seems
know
to just
that's
float
picking up
out
on
of me
camera. I'm not
like
saying that, but
right into the hand and onto the paper.
I
I
still
think
will not stop grumbling.
this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways, so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger.
Sorry, but I could have swore it sounded like you said balance for a second then.
Smaller,
I'm assuming you said balance.
to embrace
It kind of made me laugh in
even
my head
your
for a second.
destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
I kind of dig it.
Yeah. Oh, I bet so. I'd like to see gameplay on.
This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me.
Why is she a zombie? Oh god, this got scary.
I'm no child of destiny.
The point of it is like the lonelier you get, the more like she turns into a monster.
I've just chased
Oh,
you
So
so long.
yeah, that's what she was talking
I
about.
didn't say that part.
A new day is here, but nothing is new. Alone in my room, I tremble.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Oh, kill me now. Can we just have 1 year with EA with Xbox? Can you just announce that after the conference? Because I'm so bored of seeing Madden, fucking basketball and football every year for like a solid hour.
Doesn't really make sense either because it's like it's obvious they're gonna have a new one. You know? So what's the point in advertising it?
So they can talk about it because these games are their cash cows essentially. It irritates me because I'm tired of hearing about them every year now.
Just remember,
Please just be a trailer. Please just be a fucking trailer.
wherever you are, you're on my court. And this is my squad.
My name's Shay Ticklin, aka Young Kid. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really
Fuck off! I don't care about some wimpy little fucking scrawny kids playing fucking Madden. Piss off. Every year. Every fucking year. If you're gonna talk about the game, show the fucking game and then fuck off. I don't care about some fucking Joe Weller had a child with Allier fucking look-alike. Piss off. Oh. Okay, that's that bullshit over and done with.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How are you doing today?
I'm super excited.
Nathanius
Presentation a
McPowerful.
little bit differently. We'll give you your first
Sounds
look
like you could
at
turn into a
a
speedball.
brand new mobile game in a live winner-take-all
I should have
head-to-head
continued
match.
skipping, but fuck it.
Michael, let's
It's
tell us
not
the rules.
fucking Madden or
Sure thing.
FIFA, so I'll
The
watch
objective
it.
is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination, unit automatically moves there. The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile in the center of the map. Control the missile by standing on a majority of the control points. A bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up,
I already do not care about this game.
takes 2 missiles to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's it.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough
Why are they
talking
hoarding
about
sim
it.
crystals in
Let's
that
get to this
con?
match.
Absolutely.
Fuck you, don't you be killing
All right,
sims.
ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up for you here today. Fighting for the blue side of the room. If you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control.
Oh yeah.
Real-time
Yeah.
strategy.
His opponents fighting for the red side of the room. A competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
But is it daytime though?
Can he only play at
It's
night?
going to be a real
Yeah,
clash of these
that's what he
gaming
works
sets.
During the day, it's like his power is sapped from him and he can't
Yeah, he
play.
works days, so he has to wait until
Are
the
the
sun
players
sets,
ready? Let's
and then he
get
can
this
play.
thing going.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game for those of you out there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in, and we are ready to
the match. Here we go.
kick this off. As the The players' bases have been deployed, and the action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
It's just like a really simplified version of Command and Conquer.
Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick at Night being able to reach it a little bit first in a strategy game. That flank position that In Control is going for on the top side. Also very important as Nick at Night's forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there? Looks like he's getting there. Here comes G.
I guess the confirmation if it's day or night will be
going for the anti-infantry, and like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use
he loses,
when
it's
you
clearly
deploy
not
them
night.
will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Yeah, Nick at Night with some attack bikes in the top. Here he is.
In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. You can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold those control zones.
Right, and In Control making a lot of progress to that far right side of the match.
He's done a great job of pulling that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing out more infantry to
really fucking happy normally watching EVO because I can immediately watch other streams afterwards. And the whole flame will be way better. Sea of Solitude looks good, I'm happy about Unravel 2, I didn't expect that, but so far I don't really care about anything they've shown. At all. It's pretty much the typical EA conference then, just like,
halfway now, control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles.
Filled with overly competitive shite like this that I just don't care about. I'm fine with you showing the game, but you don't need to show me some shoutcasted match in real time. If I want to watch that, just leave it after the stream. I don't care about any of this shoutcasting shit. Unless you're showing Smash Bros. Smash, I will fucking watch that.
Smash is different.
Because Smash is actually good. Oh!
He takes the top, that missile, fires off.
Wow.
And Nick at Night, one shot away.
It's clearly daytime.
Out here.
It's definitely daytime.
We'll start to ready up in just a moment's time. Control's very heavy artillery force and doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
You can see as more of Nick and Knight's forces move up towards that north position, those harvesters, of course, very crucial, very important to protect those. As your economy allows you to get these big link game units, the units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field.
Just like a very generic looking RTS game.
Trying to get in there, but there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
Why does Nick at Night's like avatar kind of look like Ramsey Bolton if he had a bit of a mustache or whatever?
Yeah, bringing the flame, of course, those flame guys do amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out. Meanwhile, more tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions. He brings up the laser infantry on the south
Well,
side.
the idea that if you actually won, there'd be like a little more pop and just waving a
See
sausage.
what your opponent is doing and make the proper response. It's so important strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising around, thinking about harassing those harvesters, coming around the far side for those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And you see that missile is starting to get close to firing with 3 zones in control for Nick at Night, looking to set.
I don't know if you realised RTS shoutcasting, in my opinion, is really fucking boring to watch. If it was a shooter game, yeah, okay, maybe, but you're just watching a bunch of things randomly happen on the screen. It's not really that interesting. Which is being me, but that's just how I feel about it.
We've got a tiny breaker.
Holy fucking horses, people. We got Nick at Night now, he's taking over the left side of the right side of the field. He's going up towards the left side. The left side's going to try and flank him and take over that field.
Okay, we got our first mammoth tank on the board. If Nick Control can get
Have to make it interesting somehow.
serious damage.
That missile just passed
You get the free thing. What's the free thing? I don't know.
Wow.
Do you just get free supplies?
He's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to.
This missile is nearly going to fire.
It can be stolen at any.
Where is it going to go? Is he going to be able to get it off?
Got it back.
Yeah, it's definitely daytime.
That was so intense.
Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
It was really intense.
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job.
Yeah, absolutely. That was awesome. We saw a little bit of everything right there.
Perfect. Yeah. Let's hear it for Nathanius.
A little bit of everything.
And In Control.
Every what thing?
Ladies and
A bit of
gentlemen,
everything in
what
the
you
game,
just
I
saw was the worldwide reveal
Okay.
of Command and Conquer Rivals.
No, it makes sense! It was a Command and Conquer game!
Strategy experience for mobile. We're giving players complete
Okay, I'll let him off the hook then, fair enough. They just look like a generic Command and Conquer game.
Matches that are fueled by skill
Oh,
and strategy.
Conquer.
Now, Rivals will be coming to iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce
Conquer
that
is
Android
Bad Fur
players
Days
can play the
again.
pre-alpha
Legendary
today.
classic title of
So head
it.
to the Google Play Store, search
I
Command
meant like
and
a Conquer, but like
It
off
looks-
the tree.
It looks like a kid's game, kind of. The look of like the, how it looks and the typical like spirally kind of look and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's very evolving. It's like fucking trials, what the fuck? Lady, you've got crystals in your hand, you might want to get that checked out.
Doesn't look too healthy, honestly.
I mean, if that army comes to the point where they'll run out of supplies, they're gonna take your hand, okay?
See, like this, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's just the actual gameplay that's really not that good.
It just looks boring, yeah.
See,
I
if
feel like
this
it's
is
an
a game,
RTS issue. It's like RTS games to me just seem really, really boring to watch. That's just me though, it might not be for the people, but it just seems very boring to watch, but it might be fun to play. Bald man! They have fucking, what's his name now? Walter White as a pre-order bonus. Boom! Walter White, people, confirmed in the game.
Now, before we close the show with
Those
a
green crystal
spectacular
things are
epic
actually
anthem,
meth.
I wanted to share a few final things. I'm blessed to
When
be
they be
able to
blue.
work with some of the most creative people on the planet.
They've
who come
changed
to
the
work
formula,
every
okay?
day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can
Mixed
say
in with
about
The
all of
Sims.
those teams, and what I can say about us, is that we are
Sims
always
are meth.
trying to learn and listen. and
New
strive
expansion
to be
pack
better.
coming soon.
And so,
Sims
as you look
drugged
at the
up.
experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice. Is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly.
Shut the fuck up, you dick.
What's important is we feel it, but we're not actually
Not
getting
there.
it.
How they choose to play.
You're treated fairly. Let's pump microtransactions into every fucking game. I won't be surprised if they ruin Unravel by putting, oh, every time you run out of thread, here you go, you've got to fucking pay 20 quid.
And you are given value
Wanker,
for
shut
that
up.
investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun. That we move past the grind, and that these are
We all
experiences
know that's not
that
what's most
truly
important to you,
enhance
buddy.
your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better, and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we
Shut
love
up,
making
you
games,
lying
and as
tosspot.
much
No,
as
you
we
fucking
love
don't.
playing
Year after year this
something
shit
that is even
happens.
greater than
And it
we
just
do
gets
today.
worse. Your company's not trying to be better. They're trying to make everyone think, oh, look at us, we've changed, guys. Please give us a chance and buy all our microtransactions. And then we'll all be angry again in a year's time.
How the power of play can be a positive
Fucking
force
morons,
for
piss
social
off.
impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision.
Still
for a
don't care
inclusive
because you're
world.
still greedy, money
A
grabbing.
world where
fuck bags.
representation and equality
You're just trying to cover your tracks after all the
are not something
Battlefront
we
2
strive
controversy.
for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organisations, the United Nations He for
In the
She,
middle.
PACE's National Bullying Prevention Centre, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organisation, all are doing
Come on, bring
great
it back
work,
on.
and we're proud
It
to
keeps
support
looking in the
them
middle
through
of
Play to
the
Give.
thing and it's kind of funny.
And thank you for your support.
What's the middle?
Thousands of us at
What's the
EA
middle?
are literally together doing
What's the middle?
incredible good because we love
What's the
games.
middle?
Thanks for being with us, and
what's
thanks
the
for the
middle?
incredible privilege of making games for all of you.
I've been noticing it the whole time you've been talking. It's just
Maybe he's like nervous about speaking or something, and that's
I
like
doubt
his
he's
sort
probably
of
just
safety
trying to
point.
read his life. That's more fucking like it.
Left our world in chaos, creating, altering, destroying. The anthem is all that remains.
would you? Would be one tied to the air. Still not released to it. I guess not. Let's set up one. Love the artwork though.
How cool was that trailer? You guys have seen it a couple of times, and it's so cool every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring up some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Broussard.
Did she say
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out today.
Yeah.
Making the show, right?
Might be in it.
It's going to be very
Short.
exciting. So, Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now, we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day. Then you took a couple years off, but before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans.
Same design as the
it's super satisfying to come back to it, and you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio, and that's kind of where it started with Anthem. Is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game, and we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover. You know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where
no game ever
if you
actually
wanted
does
to invite your
that.
friends into it, then you could.
This is
do
like
that as well.
procedurally generated.
So that's really
That's it.
the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories sort of bolted on the side, but something new and different. And I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now you could build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, that's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime,
Many games
what we're
do that.
experiencing, we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world.
As long as it's not getting in the fucking way or I'm trying to do an objective and another player like completes it first, so I have to wait like 20 minutes to do it, because that shit's just annoying.
And this is a single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single-player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear when from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property, or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. And really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before?
Don't know why. I'm just getting that from him.
That's where we start. And then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world, almost in real time, a dramatic event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool, the way that they sound like they're going to come together. But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
Yeah, boy.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exo suits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world, because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, they've discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of Creation, and so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
I want to go on with the kit.
Now, I've heard of power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's Ranger, and then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally the Storm.
The Storm.
Yeah, so
is Halle Berry
underneath that arm? Way to play the game.
That's the $1 million
What you
question.
remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage it, or the javelins that your friends are using. So
can you customize
really what this allows us to do is we built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things. Really designed for up close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part. The here more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
Oh, I want to be that character.
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too. So the javelins are awesome, but we're going to take a couple of questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from @It'sSweetNicole, who asks, as a player who is all about making their character their own, what kinds of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear and weapons, but also being able to personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual geometry of the suit itself. We want teams to be able to do this as well, and because you're going to be using
I want different armor sets though, not just the same fucking one with different colours. That's kind of
I'm glad
boring.
you brought that up, because actually, Jay Legito has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics.
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power. So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay advantage at all within Anthem. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, to be honest. All right, Casey. We talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem's going to work?
Yeah, it really is about, you know, the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So you want to get a few people together of different classes. So, you know, I think here we're going to see the Colossus, you know, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, you know, in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above. And then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because at the Snake Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that. Now going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay? Yeah? You guys want that?
Yeah,
all right,
kind of got
so
some.
Kevin, I think you're going to set
Okay.
this for us?
I will. So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon.
I don't want to play that
So
one.
you start in the
I've
Strider,
played that one
like
like
a
6
giant walker,
times,
and it's your
God.
forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we
Are we going to get the really
experience it
shitty
here.
voice actors again? I'm kind of down for that.
Then you just get into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Coolio here. Transformers. More than tasty and fun.
Freelancer, time to get to work.
Kind of dig it though.
They said these bastards make some kind of acid and using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
Power armor. Everything else they're going to do the swapping between different players thing.
Owen, what's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
Well, that's a little welcome.
Yep.
Right, just checking out the scar camp some more.
Look at all the weapons! Oh, and the turrets! Better move quickly.
love the idea of the flying though, I should be able to fly anywhere.
It doesn't look like you've got a time limit on how long you can fly either.
Attack on Titan. Under the sea, under the sea. I feel like I am forced to play as that class because I will run into all the explosives by accident anywhere.
Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful.
I think some sort of quote from what's his face from Incredibles, like the ice, but I can't think of one.
Now I'm trying to think of one too.
Mum's getting gone, unfortunately. Both of us.
Just edit it in as if we said it at that time.
It's got silence. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position. On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
Okay. I get the feeling Danny's gonna want to be that class. I'm probably not gonna get to be that class, but oh well.
There might be an option where you can sort of don't have to have like one of each class.
Oh yeah, you'll get to pick whichever class, I know that, but
Yeah.
it's just me, I like to have different classes, because then everyone's got their own play style, everyone's got their own experience going on, it makes it more fun. That was a weird, almost jump scare. I just worry because it's EA, but I've got control of it and it makes me scared.
Yep, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your
Something
calendars,
else comes out in
everybody.
February, I
Fire
can't
up
remember
your
what the fucking
tweets.
game is,
Thank you so
but...
much again to Casey and the entire
Oh,
Bioware
I
team.
think it's days
guys
gone.
had that awesome
Oh,
hero
why?
side.
Don't make
Guys,
February the new month of
Hey,
giving...
everybody.
Oh, fucking putting all the games out. So that's got a release date though, finally.
I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause.
All for Unravel and Anthem.
Now, some of what you saw
And that other
today,
game.
you guys have to wait to play.
Round
You
of
guys,
applause.
EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial
thank
of
you.
Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today.
Shadow
Anybody
drops.
ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside to the fan fest. I get it. So, I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament
I'm tuning the fuck
begins.
out. No,
I'm going to head
no
outside
thank you.
and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
Anyway, that was the EA press conference. We'll be back at some point to do Bethesda, fucking Sony, there's Square Enix, there's eventually Nintendo at some point. I think they're the last one though. God, there's so fucking many. But do you have anything to say before we sign off? Any thoughts or anything like that?
I'm looking forward to that Sea of Solitude.
Yeah.
That does look like it's gonna be fun. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Unravel so we can play Unravel too.
Yeah,
But yeah.
definitely gonna have to play that on my channel at some point soon.
Yeah.
Probably get that cracked out over the summer actually.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But anyway, keep your eyes peeled for much more E3 coverage here on my channel. I said that as if I'm some sort of reporter and I'm doing all the live scoops and getting all the good fucking
back to you, Jerry.
exclusives and shit. No, back to you, Jerry. But anyways, thank you for watching. What's my outro again? There we go.